Greetings, this is Paul, your Pacific Northwest trail guide. I want to help you pick your next trail to explore, so let's check this one out. Barlow Wayside Park is a rich, natural area of temperate rainforest that is easily accessible off of Highway 26. Take an enchanting walk through this space on a loop of 1¼ miles that takes you about 100 feet up a hillside and back down. While you may not need any big preparations for this little jaunt, keep in mind that right across the road from the trailhead is convenient access to the banks of the Sandy River, if you want to do some fishing too. Also, just up the road from the trailhead, you'll find the Sandy Ridge Mountain Bike Park, which is famous for some great downhill bike trails. You'll find the trailhead just about 12 miles east of Sandy, Oregon. Heading out east on the Mount Hood Highway 26, you turn left on East Sleepy Hollow Drive, and shortly after turn right on Barlow Trail Road, crossing a bridge over the Sandy River. The trailhead is less than a mile up that road. Hopping on the trail from the middle of the parking area, you can find information off to the right and the path to the main trail loop off to the left. The trail branches off to the left for Little Joe Loop a couple of times, so you might think about taking that on the way back. Pass over the first bridge here to dive into the main area of the park. The loop we cover in this guide takes you around the outside perimeter of the small network of trails here. In the first section, we cover a small part of the Falls Loop and the Northern Loop. Not long after crossing that bridge and going up a little hill, you reach the first junction where you turn right to hop on the east side of the Falls Loop. A group of massive mossy boulders frame the trail, presenting a subtle demarcation of this new area. You'll pass a couple of marked primitive trails that head off to the east. We keep left at these to stay on course for the loop. Next, you reach the junction with the Northern Loop, and we take the right to hop on it. The Northern Loop is the most serene area of the park, away from the road and the creeks, with just the forest for company. It is rather short though, so soon you return to the creek and shortly after join back up to the falls loop and head right to explore its western side. We finish out this nature walk by completing the falls loop and joining back where we came in, and maybe strolling through the little sea of ferns in Little Joe Loop on the way back out if you want. Soon after starting up again on the falls loop, you approach a dramatic view of the falls ravine from above. The trail continues along this upper ledge to an interesting staircase that takes you down to loop back the other way. This is the neighborhood trail junction at the far west end of the loop. Continuing past it, the trail turns back and follows along the other side of the ravine with a couple short spurs you can check out, one of which will bring you to the tiny waterfall. Finally, you return to the first junction where you started Falls Loop and go back down that first hill to the entrance. I wonder if the settlers passing by this place on their last part of the Oregon Trail stopped to take note, or were too exhausted from their journey to notice it. This jaunt is easy in all respects, rating 1s across the board. It's a great nature walk on a well-maintained trail. That does it for this short edition of Pacific Northwest Trail Guide. I hope I have or will soon help you pick your next trail to explore. Remember, a picture may be worth 1,000 words, but an experience with all of your senses cannot even be conveyed in pictures or videos. So don't take my word for it. Get out there and see this gem for yourself.